Next up, let's take a look at a fantastic film from Disney, The Jungle Book. The talented young actor Neel Sethi plays Mowgli, a man-cub raised in the jungle by a wolf pack as one of their own. His life is threatened when the evil Shere Khan wants him out of his domain. He's got to navigate the dangers of the jungle as he grows from man-cub to man. The film is based on the collected stories of Rudyard Kipling and the beloved 1967 animated version from Disney. The Jungle Book promises laughs and thrills, and like all the greatest books, you don't even have to read it.
If you can't learn to run with the pack, one of these days you'll be someone's dinner.
I can't help but notice there's this strange odor today. Man is forbidden! Run, Mowgli!
The jungle is no longer safe for you.
But this is my home!
Only man can protect you now.
Poor, sweet little cub. What are you doing so deep in the jungle?
You are a man-cub who wants to live in a jungle.
How do you know that?
Kid, I got ears. My ears got ears. Only I can protect you.
Forget about your worries in the strife.
What's that?
That's a song about the good life.
He will stop at nothing until he has this boy.
If anything happens to that kid, I'll never forgive myself.
Come on, Mowgli, let's be on our way.
But I'm helping Baloo get ready for hibernation.
Bears don't hibernate in a jungle.
Not full hibernation, but I nap a lot.
The Jungle Book was directed by Jon Favreau. The multi-talented filmmaker has brought us great films, including Chef, Iron Man, and Elf, starring Will Ferrell. Next up, he sits down to walk us through the complex techniques and incredible amount of work that went into making this film. By the way, how come when this kid runs around in nothing but a loincloth, it's movie magic, but when I do it, I've ruined Thanksgiving?
3, 2, 1, go!
Because we had decided to use this completely virtual environment approach, we figured it's an opportunity to take the best of the animation process and the best of motion capture and the best of live action. You combine those things, you can do something that nobody's done before.
You could just walk well at everything else, and I was like, but how? That's not possible. But they made it possible.
This is a virtual production workflow.
We're trying to leverage the latest technologies that are available to us in lighting, rendering, and interactivity to enable a new set of tools to visualize shots that they would see on a live action set.
What makes us able to make this movie now is the technology to have photoreal animal animation.
Will you look at that?
Camera set, and action.
Every single shot requires hundreds of people and a tremendous amount of collaboration.
A lot of it is research. You just do a ton of research. That is your basis of reality. And the research is good because it sparks ideas and different ways of looking at it, and you get to kind of live it and walk through it. It's pretty much starting with the backbone or the basis of real life. The way it moves and looks and scrunches its face and the way it reacts to light. The only fantastical thing is that they actually speak.
What do you think they're talking about?
This idea of blending old and new technology, and then to see how they sew it all together. For me, it's magic.
The goal here is for people to not know what's real and what's not real. There's a lot of people, a lot of artists working on this film. There's a lot of technicians. Everybody's been very generous in sharing their techniques and their experiences. It's really been remarkable. Films have to be an emotional experience for the audience. You have to tell a good story. I wanted to hold that standard. If I'm engaged emotionally with the characters, all the spectacle was worth it.
Here's a very emotional scene from The Jungle Book where Mowgli's surrogate wolf family decides that it would be best if the young boy returns to the world of men. When my human parents dropped me off at college, it wasn't half as emotional as this.
Maybe I can be of help. The boy's right. Maybe it's time he found another people.
No.
I'm the one who brought him to you, and now I'll return him to where he belongs.
I won't let you. He's my cub.
We knew this day would come.
We are the only family he's ever known.
Raksha. It's the only place he'll be safe.
It's okay, Ami. It won't go far. I'll come back and visit.
Never forget this. You're mine. Mine to me. No matter where you go or what they may call you, you will always be my son.
The 1967 animated version of The Jungle Book was released to great acclaim. The vocal cast featured some great actors, including comedian and singer Phil Harris as Baloo, George Sanders as Shere Khan, and pop star Louis Prima as King Louie. This new version is rated PG because that's the only way you can make a full-length film with a young boy surrounded by deadly animals. The R-rated version ends very differently, and it's only 9 seconds long.